Here at Electric Scooter Guide, we get flooded with review requests from all kinds of scooters. Most are decent, a few are interesting, but rarely does one hit our inbox with specs like this. A Samsung 72-volt, 35 amp hour removable battery, Magura MT5E hydraulic brakes, PMT Italian racing tires, and EXA foam hydraulic shocks, all right out the box. This is the Maxfun 10 Max, a 72-volt dual motor beast. It kind of feels like someone made a parts wish list and just built it. But here's the thing. It's not just the premium parts for the sake of flex. This scooter is aiming to bring true high performance riding to more people without the 4K price tag that we're used to seeing with this level of build. The MSRP is $3,699, but on Kickstarter, super early bird pricing, it's $25.99 for a 50+ mile/hour 72-volt scooter with legit components, because a scooter like this doesn't just have to look the part, it has to feel right when you ride it. It has to accelerate like it means it, brake like it knows what it's doing, and hold up when things get real. That's what today's video is about. We put the Maxfun 10 Max through all our full test loop, acceleration, hill climbing, braking, range, and now we got the numbers from Dragee. The question is, does it actually deliver the kind of performance the spec sheet promises? We're about to find out. Let's get into it. Okay, everybody, I'm here with the Maxfun 10 Max, and we're gonna do the speed run. They're saying you can get up to 55 miles per hour, so I'm here to test it out. FPV footage on, so you guys can use the data. And I also have on my Beyond Riders gear. So I got Beyond Riders with pads on pants and a jacket, and I got my helmet and some trusty gloves. So let's get it. I have the steering dampener, I feel confident. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Of course, with 1800 watt dual motors, this thing is fast. We clocked the Maxfun 10 Max from 0 to 15 in 1.87 seconds, which is quicker than some dual motor scooters we tested around the same cost. Here are the full acceleration results. And the top speed, a verified 51.5 miles per hour powered by two 40 amp sine wave controllers. The speed delivery was smooth and controlled. Maxfun does include a steering dampener that's a must if you want to ride stable at high speeds. We also tested its 330-foot sprint. It crossed the line in just 8.38 seconds while already pushing 36 miles per hour, which is impressive. We took it to our standard 10% grade hill, and the Maxfun 10 Max charged up the hill in just 6.62 seconds, but a fast hill climb is to be expected. That 72-volt system paired with the torquey motors gives it the kind of hill power you expect at this price point. When you're going this fast, stopping power matters. Thankfully, the Maxfun 10 Max comes with Magura MT5E hydraulic brakes, and they're excellent. We stopped from 15 miles per hour to 0 in just 1.25 seconds, which is one of the best results we've seen. Levers feel premium, there's great modulation, and with those PMT tires gripping the pavement, this scooter stops with total control. We took the Maxfun 10 Max on our real road test loop and got 31.8 miles on a single charge. With a 72-volt, 35 amp hour Samsung battery, we honestly were expecting a little more. But it's important to remember, this is a performance scooter. The power draw is high, and I was riding hard in the highest mode. Still, over 30 miles at this level of speed and torque is solid, and with the easier ride, you'll probably get even more. That being said, I am impressed with the 35 amp hour battery because you can maintain much of the same power for longer, still hitting top speeds of 45 miles per hour with 1 bar of battery left. But that's where I ran into a problem with this scooter. So I'm just about coming to the end of my range test. I have 1 battery left and it's flashing. But I will say this is the first time I'm not able to hit the top speed. So it's giving me a top speed of like 25, 26 miles per hour, but the dual motors still feel good. 1 solid bar still had top speed, but when it's 1 bar flashing, that's where you can see where the top speed take a hit. And now I'm struggling to get up this hill and to get home. We're gonna end this walking, I guess. Dang, I don't feel like walking. I'm like 40 minutes away from my home. But you know, we do what we do for the viewers, I guess. There's no real percentage indication on how much battery is left. Once the last bar starts blinking, that's where the scooter powers down. I lost all my power at the bottom of the hill and was left doing a walk of shame, pushing 115 pounds uphill. This thing feels serious. The EXA foam suspension soaks up cracks and bumps. The deck is wide and roomy enough for my feet, and those PMT tires give an exceptional grip. The frame feels stiff and well built, no creaks, no flex, and even at 50+ miles per hour, it didn't get sketchy. It just locked in and it was stable. Of course, to nobody's surprise, it just crushed it up a hill. This is a 20% grade hill and it goes up and up and up. Of course, I'm not surprised, but we'll do a little bit of off-roading as well. Ooh, speaking of which. Okay, it feels nice. Yeah, dual motor, you got the power, of course. Go on-road, off-road. Okay, now let's step into the specs and features of the Maxfun 10 Max. So let's start off with the throttle. It's a thumb throttle. It's cool. I kind of like the ones that's vertical besides rather than horizontal because it took me a while to get used to. Once I got used to it, it worked quite better, but still I wish if this was vertical and this was kind of brought in more, it'd be more comfortable and I would feel more assured while riding. We have our controls over here. This is the power button. You hit the power button and then it comes on, then on the screen, you can enter a passcode to unlock it, but I like to use the NFC card because all you do is just swipe it and then it cuts on. So over here, this is your mode control. You press this to control the dual motor or single motor. This is your headlights. This is your horn, of course. So to change modes, you have to press the power button for a short press. So you press it once and it goes to 2. You press it again, it goes to 3. The Magura brakes, Magura brakes stop real good. That's one thing about this scooter that it comes with. If you get at the introductory price at $2,600, the Magura brakes, the PMT tires, that's actually worthwhile. And even when the price goes back up, it's something nice to have. And it's great to see that these other scooters are offering these premium features. So the headlight, it comes in different flavors. If you tap the headlight button, it switches. So white, yellow, and then you have a flash one right here. So, that's pretty cool. I personally would keep it in the daylight rather than yellow. But let's go down to the stem latch. So they have a screw-on stem latch. So you have to unscrew, 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 unscrew. Then you pull the pin and then it goes down. To make it a little bit lighter, you can take out the battery. That's one of the features for this scooter. It has a 72 volt, 35 amp hour Samsung battery. So with it using a name brand battery like Samsung, I feel a little bit at ease putting this in my house. And you just unlock it right here, take the battery out, and you can kind of bring it upstairs and whatnot and leave this in the garage while it charges. It comes with a steering dampener. Once I got this installed, it felt so solid. When I hit it to test it top speed at 51 miles per hour, I actually was stable. And that's because this steering dampener right here, to me, if you don't have dual forks on your B scooters, a dampener is a must. So I'm actually glad that they included this with the shipment. So this is actually a PMT 10 by 3.5 inch tire. I wish we could have went with 11 inches right here, but they work quite well. I took them on-road, off-road, paired with the dual 1800 watt motors. It rolled pretty good. And then also the suspension. They have what they call an EXA Form 291 shock. So the shocks are pretty good. It's quite bouncy. The suspension is actually adjustable, so that's great. Pros includes blazing fast acceleration, high-end components, excellent hill climbing, premium ride feel, solid braking performance, kickstarting pricing is super competitive. Cons include, it's heavy, it's not portable at all, and the range is solid, but I was looking for more. This is for the rider who wants to go fast, really fast, but still wants stability, control, and premium parts. If you're used to scooters topping out at 40 miles per hour and want to experience something with a little more headroom and torque, the Maxfun 10 Max delivers. If you're just commuting or need something light and portable, this might not be the best fit. But if you want a scooter that feels like it was built by people who actually ride and one that brings the real performance at a pre-order price, that's hard to beat right now. Scooters like the Maxfun 10 Max don't just show up every day. Big voltage, real speed, legit components, all at the Kickstarter price makes you do a double take. We'll have the pre-order link in the description below. And as always, if you want to support more independent scooter reviews like this one, use our link. It helps us out a lot. Give this video a like, a share. Once again, I love y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's your boy, and I'll see you next time, and I'm out.